So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song short, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, it's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Alright, I know I'm a little bit late to this show, but I wanted to watch it since not too long ago I did a short that involved one of the characters, so I wanted to go back and watch the first season to just have the show on my record and find the episode watch the episode that he was on, but that I guess he doesn't forgot he doesn't show to this next season, so I have to watch the next season. But I have watched this season before. This is a Record of Ragnarok. Now this show's fine, I would have to say, but it's not my favorite anime. But it's okay. What happens what this show's about is that the gods want to punish humanity for being humans and basically destroying the earth, I guess you can say, and destroy them again. Because how many times have these all these different pantheons have actually killed us? I'm pretty sure that Greek has killed us at least 5 times in the mythology, if not more or less. But yeah. But anyway, we have mostly a couple of different pantheons. We have Greek, we have Chinese, we have North, and I think we have some other ones, but that's basically it. And they ask 13 different human fighters to fight against 13 gods, and whoever wins will be the one who decides. And if the humans win, humans get to live for another 1,000 years. If the gods win, they get to kill all of humanity, basically. And so Brunhilde decided it's the one who gets to pick. Now, if you don't know who Brunhilde is, she is one of the Valkyries of Norse mythology, and she gets to be the one that picks the humans, and also the other Valkyrie, separate one, Golden, I think her name is, that get to be the weapons of these 13 gods. The first season only has the first 3 fights and a preview for the 4th fight. So the first fight is between Thor and... So we got Thor versus Lubu. Lubu is more of a Chinese guy. I don't know much about him because I need to learn a little bit about... I need to learn a lot about Chinese mythology. But I guess he was like an old warrior during the 3 Kingdoms time period. If you want to correct me or educate me, go right ahead. I would say out of the 3 of them, out of these 3 fights, this fight is probably one I didn't really care that much about. It's okay that Thor won, that Thor beat him, because the human here, since I don't know that much about him, and I do need to really educate myself on things besides Greek. I don't know, it's just Greek I find way more fascinating, but I still like the backstory. Basically, he was an old warrior that was really good at fighting, and during the time where it probably, as far as we know, the 3 Kingdoms did not really happen. If it did, it's not really what we thought it was. It's basically like English version of the Dark Age, what I think about it. But he ends up losing the fight to Thor. I do like both their designs. Lubu has very sharp teeth, like a shark, and he has no shirts on and a bunch of tattoos on his body, while Thor hair is... This is the first time I've ever seen Thor not have blonde hair. It's a long red hair. His hammer is bigger than he is. I don't like the fact that they made his Thor's hammer like have its own thoughts, because like when the hammer breaks, we see its insides of the hammer. A bit gross. So yeah, I did like the second fight more, even though I did not like the fact that that Zeus did not use any of his thunders. Okay, he's the god of. I know they kind of already use, since Thor is also the god of thunder, and now we just have a god of lightning. Maybe they thought it would be redundant to do it like that, but instead they make him be like the one who gets all big. And he kind of, if you ever watched Dragon Ball Z, he is a lot like Master Roshi, which makes sense if you know like Zeus's back. A lot of things to do with Zeus, that he has had a lot of kids with a different women. So yeah, he is definitely the right person, right god, to be the pervert. And in this sense, you know, your animes, there's always a person who's usually old who's a pervert. So yeah, and then we have Adam here, who is from Christian mythology, which is what I actually believe in, even though I do study all these other stuff. I just want to educate myself other cultures, basically. So that's why mostly I try to do, even though I don't believe in it. I just mostly just like to knowledge myself about it. If I ever had to talk to somebody about it, mostly. or educate myself. So, but what I know about Adam is that he was the first human being, and he is the one who names all the animals, and he has a wife. I know some people think that he had his first wife, and actually Eve is his second wife, but I don't believe that, which is Eve. And we have the whole entire story about the apple and the serpent. And this time around, we have, like, they're having a court case, which is weird, and they're making it look like it was an adultery thing that happened with Eve and the serpent, and they're not even referencing the fact that this serpent's supposed to be the devil. So they've completely forgot about that part, but it's fine. So that's what basically happens with that one. And sadly, Adam loses. I do like how a lot of they show Cain and Abel, and Cain's like always beating up Abel. So I found that kind of funny, since how Abel dies, but in the Bible, and Cain's the one that's always like the most viciously cheering on for his father. So yeah. Now the way they do Adam's fight, I know I'm talking more about Adam because I know more about him, is since he was the first human made in God's image, he's able to know how to do the same exact battle fights as the god and mash Zeus. And Zeus, how he does it, it makes basically have Adam have his mind explode because he's trying to memorize too many moves, and he basically dies from exhaustion, you can say. And that's how he wins. It's pretty sad, but what are you gonna do? And the last fight we have is between Poseidon and Kujio, which is, I think, a samurai who never won a battle. And so we have all the people who have beat him, but he actually beat all of these guys in his mind and so he's a little bit like Adam, but not exactly, because the able is to block all the things that Poseidon does. And both of these stories that had to do with Poseidon and Zeus are incorrect, but it's fine. I have seen so many different versions that have to do with these. Separate Poseidon's story is completely made up because they made a god up that's not in the Python of Greek that Poseidon kills. So it's okay. So fine, whatever you want to do. And the one they do for Zeus is the fight of the Titans instead of all of the gods that were inside of Kronos and Zeus fighting against Kronos. It's just Zeus. It's okay. That's fine. That they don't want to have the other 5 help their younger brother, and I say younger because they were born first. I don't care if they were inside Kronos. I still say that the other 5 are older than Zeus, and Zeus is the younger, is still the youngest. So yeah, but we finally get to have a winner of this fight for the humans, and it is Kojio, because he is able to, I guess, go past all of his stuff, and he ends up like cutting every time, because we do see Poseidon use his trident, but he does not use water, which I find weird, but whatever. I mean, they have a big water thing around him that why is it this there for show? Okay. So the way Kojio wins is that he cuts off each of his limbs that holds the trident, and that's how he ends up winning. There is a time like Poseidon talks to him, he says little fish, and I just really wish that maybe by the end he would respect him instead of acting like he's in for perfection because he's a god. But yeah, and I do like how even though I don't like the fact that they're always cutting back to them, we get to see what Aphrodite looks like. She's basically like has big, and then we have Odin and his 2 ravens, which is one's black, and mostly they do the talking, while Odin just sits there like not talking at all. And by the second fight, we got Loki showing up, who pretends to be Thor at first, but Odin owes it's Loki. And when the second fight happens, we get Hermes and Ares sitting next to each other and talking. And I'm trying to remember who is this guy with 4 arms. Let me see. Shiva is like the only one I think that has to do with Chinese mythology that's a god. I know we get the second season we get Buddha, but we're not there yet, so it doesn't really matter right now. Who's mostly cheering, and for some reason we have all the gods related to each other. They have like Zeus be their dad, which isn't Sheba older than him? Last time I checked, Sheba's older than him, but okay, whatever. And the fourth fight we're gonna have, which I do already know who wins this fight, but I'm gonna rewatch it again so I can get to the one that has to do with Buddha, since I did put a little short out there with him on it. I as well watch it. Mainly, this is the reason who the guy who's the 4th one is. I don't really care for, because it's Jack the Ripper, and who really they can do whatever they want with this guy, because they can make any type of backstory with him, and it probably still would be wrong, because we still don't know who this guy was, or girl even. We just know that he killed at least 5 different prostitutes, so that's really sad and monstrous, and I don't know why Brunhilde would pick him, of all people, to be the 4th fighter, but what are you gonna do? And he ends up fighting Hercules. For some reason they have, we only see it for like a while, but they have Jack the Ripper wearing one of those Guy Fawkes masks, which wouldn't he be a long time ago for that, but whatever. And he ends up breaking it, and the battle thing looks just like England, which I do like that. And Hercules comes out with a big lion hammer thing, and those Bert's things, like, made of mallets or whatever you want to call it, but it has like a line on it. And Hercules has short red hair, and that's all that ends in. We'll find out what. Oh, I won't tell you who wins, but I'll tell you guys next after I finish watching the second season. So how are you gonna give this whole entire thing like a 7 out of 10? So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bye bye.